Hey guys, Adam here at DirectionTrader.com. Let's do our recap for today. On the right here is going to be a daily chart, and then you're going to have an anchor chart, which is a 618 tick chart on the left. Let's go ahead and go over some of these markets. We start here with the S&P. Looking at the daily on the right here, what we're dealing with as of now, breaking down the daily chart, we have Tuesday's price action, which looks like this. You know, it's a big range. And then we have Wednesday, looks like this. And then today, so we're getting much smaller here over the last 3 trading sessions this week. So we are ready for this thing to go ahead and pop. I don't really care which way. After today's price action and the sell-off and the volatility that we had, there's early signs that we will be looking for this thing to go ahead and extend higher. Now, as day traders, we're pretty fortunate because we can change, kind of on a dime, with what we see here and how we analyze the markets intraday. So, going into tomorrow, I will be watching for this thing to go ahead and have some bullish tendencies. If we get some buying going on here, I will be one-sided looking for this market to go ahead and pop higher. But as I just now said, we are definitely getting into this little bit of a micro squeeze here, and that's just basically looking at the daily price levels, okay? They're getting smaller and smaller and smaller as we go here, and that could also lead to some good selling here, especially since we got a little divergence here on the daily charts with our indications. So definitely watch for it, but any type of behavior to the upside tomorrow, I will be looking long. And then if we get, say, an anchor chart and our trading time frame both trading to the short side tomorrow, I will possibly start looking for some shorts intraday. One thing I want to avoid, some of these price levels. So if we start selling off tomorrow, avoid tomorrow's or today's low, today's midsection, and so on and so forth. Just the regular usual levels that we watch day in and day out here. Okay, so that was the S&P. Let's quickly look at the Dow. Dow is absolutely identical, so the analysis does not change at all. We actually took some Dow positions today in the trading room, and it ended up we were managing for some small profits here because, as you can see over here on the left on the anchor chart, every time we got a good drop, we never got follow through. It chopped its way back up, and then a good drop, and then it chopped its way back up. And then a good drop, and then it chops its way back up. We started to identify all this as we were trading. So as we were in a position, we'd get a pullback, it'd start to drop. I would instantly start locking in and trailing this thing by a certain trail tactic that we use. That way, if it does go ahead and take off, great, we're in it. But if it decides to chop back up, as it did, we were out for either a break even, a couple points here or there. Throughout the day. So very good to identify stuff like this early on. That way it will have an impact on how you manage your position. The S&P we covered. The NASDAQ, it's the same. NASDAQ's a little bit more bullish here, being that we popped above the Tuesday's range, but the same type of breakdown here. And then the Russell, same thing. You have with Tuesday, Wednesday, and today highs pretty much at the exact same level. If we're able to pop on through that, I'm going to be looking long here. And then the same type of analysis to the short side. So not much change between the indexes here. Looking for some pretty good movement tomorrow morning early on. It'll probably cool down later on in the afternoon. But early on, maybe we can get a really good movement in some of these markets, right out of the gate. And then here with the crude oil, boy, look at this, guys. Just awesome movement here. Let me zoom out here on the, I guess I'm going to call this an anchor chart, but it's not really that big of a chart. We got a really nice sell-off early on. Remember yesterday in our analysis we were talking about we had this range up here, and then we had this range back here. So as we were breaking lower here yesterday, we wanted to look left. We found this low. Where did we come to today? Right down there, and we bounced. We bounced, and we bounced very nicely off of that support that we were talking about in last night's video. Now we are just going to watch here closely because we basically came down, tested some support, Now we have this resistance here that we're going to test. So we're kind of in this chop range. So this could be fun as a day trader. If we come in tomorrow and we can fade this high, that'll be great. If we pop on through it, let's go ahead and get it to trade back up to the high end of this range. So we're basically at this point going level to level to level, using these levels as our guides, so to speak. Okay, so hope that helps out. But that's it, guys. I'm not going to go into too much detail here. I could show you the dollar and the euro, but they've taken a little bit of a break here. The dollar, we've been talking about it because I've been trading the euro here short. Dollar's taken a break the last couple days, so if we can start to get the dollar pushing higher again, maybe we can get some euro short. We do have this trade that we talked about in the room a little bit, that once you get a pop, there's always usually some type of pause or pullback. If we start to get a pullback in the dollar, maybe we can start looking at some euros long. The euro looks the exact same way, just the opposite direction. So that might be something for you to consider as well. So hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions, you're always free to go ahead and get a hold of me. I'm at Direction Trader. If not, have a good afternoon, and I'll see you in tomorrow's recap. Bye-bye for now.